Clark from mid-range connects for two. Pull back to Clark. She will launch and barrel. Jets. Clark off the screen, drives inside, and the big shot is good. Oh, she got it to go. Difficult angle. Another second chance opportunity. Clark fire away and knocks down a three.
Clark trying to shake free Mabry all over. Here is Clark. Clark separating, taking, and hitting.
Caitlin Clark just wants to settle things down here for the moment. She gets the step on Cunningham. Clark gets to the rim.
That's the kind of screen I'm talking about.
Mitchell
right there.
Back for Clark and hits a three.
A good portion of her threes come from above the break. Here's Clark, still trying to find her rhythm. A deep pull. Got it.
It's really physically demanding.
So it is extremely difficult. Just one, not only physically, but also mentally staying in it.
Washington's missed their first 5 shots of the third of the fourth here. Is Clark turning on the Jets? Clark gets to the rim. We're going to expect a big night here for Cunningham. She does a good job stepping in. When she needs to, she's putting on a show here. In the early going, I'm going to get grabbed. I'm going to get chucked back door. Clark lays it in. As she loses Lainey Hamilton, here's Clark here. Comes Savali. Clark drags her out races, and Clark will lay. At home, 20 can hit on 3 she's got. 98 and 5 right now. Clark with the step back deep money that takes care of one category good job by the Dream, getting back a transition defense, because that's where Kelsey Mitchell likes to strike Wallace left alone, and another triple goes down for IND. Clark with the basketball, 9 total points in the game, sets it back for 3, knocks it down. Caitlin Clark's second deep shot. Some athletes play the game, and then some athletes redefine it. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball, she's changing how we watch it, how we talk about it, and how the future of the sport is shaped from the moment she steps on the court. There's electricity. It's not just the crowd that feels it, it's the players, the coaches, and even the broadcasters. You know something special is about to happen when the ball is in Caitlin Clark's hands. Showing up, showing out. Clark, an absolute watch how Caitlin Clark serpentines her way for this catch, not to the Commissioner's Cup. Final, what a dish down the floor, Wallace. Makes something happen behind the back, backs the basket, and gets her first field. Could have held for one, did not. But able to hit. Here's the flick ahead. Melissa Smith lays it in on the delivery from Clark team. Shot it well from out there here tonight. Both under 30% for 3. Clark bouncing. Everybody talks about the logo threes. Yeah, they do nice concept, good execution. Shot clock is off the fever. Can play for the final possession. Nobody picks up Clark, so she takes it in and lays it into net. 1 for Clark. Let's start with her shooting. Few players, male or female, possess the kind of unlimited range Caitlin Clark has. She doesn't just shoot from behind the arc, she shoots from way behind the arc. Logo shots for most. That's a last-second prayer for Caitlin. It's just another weapon in her arsenal. Step backs, catch, and shoots off the dribble threes. She hits them all with effortless confidence. It's been the second and third quarter that's been the issue for the Liberty, so let's see if they can have a better one here today. As Clark finally hits her first shot of the night. Boston, who also has a 155-5 game today. Here's Clark catch fire and connect. What a pass. And Wallace Mark with the ball in her hands. Another perfect pass to Boston, who waited for Howard to get out of the way. Fancy finish. Caitlin Clark pushing the pace, change of direction. Sudden, here's Clark trying to wheel into some space, gives it up. Denley lays it in. 4th assist for Bow to McCollin, and now it's 10 Caitlin. Bottled up, but it doesn't matter. Mitchell guarded by Harris. Mitchell spinning, finding Clark, find a shoe. Clark lays it in. But Caitlin Clark is far more than a scorer. Her vision is elite. She sees the game like a chess master. 2, 3, moves ahead. No look passes, cross-court lasers, wrap around through traffic, you name it. She turns routine plays into highlight reels, and her teammates thrive off it. It's no coincidence that her assists are as jaw-dropping as her shots. She makes everyone around her better, and that's the mark of a true leader. That's what Christ told me about you at Texas Tech. They wanted the offensive foul. Not going to get it. Clark the rebound, getting her first minutes. Clark the flick ahead. Oh, what a dime from Clark. And Jones lays it in a gorgeous pass for Clark. Boston has 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists herself. Clark a bomb is good. A logo 3 of that run to the finals before. The Liberty fell to the Aces in 4 games. Clark connects on a 3. How about the fact Seattle had 11 wins all of last season? They're already at 10, looking to tie last year's pointing record. Clark from way Kimbrough. She will launch Samuelson. Nice pass there to Clark. Clark behind the back. O. Smith with the finish spark. Over Ston, hits a 3. Now watch her in transition. She grabs the rebound, pushes the tempo, And before the defense even sets boom, either the ball's in the net or in a teammate's hand for an easy bucket, her tempo control is elite. She can accelerate on a dime or slow the game down to dissect the defense. It's like she has the game on a remote control. One of the most underrated parts of Caitlin's game is her ball handling. She's slippery, deceptive, and always in control. And then there's her confidence. Caitlin Clark plays with a fire that's impossible to ignore. She'll hit a dagger 3 turnaround before it drops and let you know she's in complete control, but it's not. Arrogance, it's belief, the kind of belief that inspires her teammates and ignites arenas. Let's not forget her leadership. Whether her team is up 20 or down 10, Caitlin's energy never drops. You'll see her clapping for teammates, yelling instructions, or even taking the heat in tough moments. She owns every second she's on the floor. She's not just playing for herself. She's leading a movement. Caitlin's court awareness is elite. She recognizes mismatches in a flash. You'll often see her pull back on a screen, isolate a defender, and then go to work either drilling a 3DR. Open shooter, she manipulates defenses like a seasoned pro. Defensively, she's relentless. She anticipates passing lanes, fights through screens, and isn't afraid to get physical. Her competitive edge drives her to play both ends with intensity. And when it comes to rebounding, don't be surprised if she skies in among the bigs and pulls one down. She's everywhere all the time. Let's talk clutch. Caitlin Clark was born for big moments, whether it's the fourth quarter of a heated rivalry game or the final seconds of a national stage matchup. She wants the ball. Her journey has inspired millions, from young girls in the driveway copying her form to seasoned analysts saying she's one of the best ever to do it. Caitlin Clark is transcending basketball, and she's just getting started. Her story is still being written, but the highlights we've seen so far, they're the kind that will be played for generations. So whether you're here for the deep threes, the dazzling dimes, or the sheer passion she brings to the court, you're witnessing greatness. And more often than not, she delivers ice in her veins. That's not just a saying, it's a trademark. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment from the brightest stars in basketball. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. True WNBA.